Everybody has been waiting for the downfall of Lugia VSTAR. It has been proven in this Silver Tempest meta, or even the Crown Zenith meta, that Lugia VSTAR is absolutely busted. And for quite some time, we have thought to ourselves, this is going to be a temporary thing. Rotation's going to happen. It's going to lose all of its special energy. It's going to lose the Yveltal. It's going to lose the Stoutland. It's going to lose all sorts of stuff, and it's going to be garbage going forward. But is that actually the case? If we look at Japan, who's already in the post-rotation format, Lugia is still really good. Let's talk about it. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about Lugia VSTAR post-rotation. And once again, we are going to thank Pokeka Recipe for these deck lists coming out of Japan. And based on what I've seen on the meta spreads, the top five decks are Giratina VSTAR, Lost Box, Miraidon, Mew, and Lugia. So Lugia is still going to be a top 5 deck going forward. And the new Lugia deck post-rotation is going to look something like this. And what we've got instead of our Radiant Charizard and Yveltal and Stoutland is a deck that's still got the Lugias with the fish, with the Archeops, but we've got Tyranitar V, single strike Tyranitar V as an attacker. And what this does is its attack for 2 dark and 2 colorless energy is 240 damage, and you discard the top 4 cards of your deck. So a little bit high risk of a play there, but you can power this up with single strike energy and do even more damage. 50, 60, 70. It can do up to 320 damage before a choice belt, and there's no choice belts in this deck. So you can hit this Tyranitar can one-hit KO anything in the game. And on top of that, you can use the Urn of Vitality after the Tyranitar's been knocked out to get the energy back and charge up another one. Or you can charge up the Stonjourner, which does 120, single prize attacker with the 2 you could load it up with 3 single strike energy so that it's doing 180 damage, which is really solid. Plus it's a single prize attacker. You could use that there as well. And for other cards that are in here that are notable, we've got Nest Ball instead of Quick Ball. For Capturing Aroma, which is an interesting choice. Again, we're seeing this card more and more. It's you flip heads and you get an evolution Pokemon. You flip tails, you get a basic. I personally don't like this card, but it seems like this is going to be part of our Pokemon search package going forward. We have no Marnies in here. We've got Judge instead. We've got Zinnia's Resolve as an interesting choice. That might be a personal preference thing. And then Penny is a new card, which lets you take a single prize Pokemon and any cards attached to it back into your hand, which, let's say your Tyranitar gets damaged and it's not knocked out. You can use that sort of like the equivalent of a Sharon's Care, but for any of these Pokemon and not just, well, any basic Pokemon, particularly the Tyranitar, and not just for Arceus. And then your energy spread. You've got your single strike energy. Regenerative energy is an interesting one here. If you're attacking with Lugia, and then on the next turn you evolve it, or you attach it to Lugia, Lugia gets hit, you evolve, you heal 100, and it could that could help you out that way. And some V-Guard energy here as well. But yeah, single strike is going to be the most popular template for Lugia going forward. Here's a different take on it, but this time we also have a 1/1 Duraludon, and Duraludon's a really cool pick for this archetype now because one, there's no Yveltal is gone, right? There's no easy way to just erase Duraludon. And on top of that, the umbrellas are gone as well. I don't know if that matters, but at this point, Duraludon becomes an even more scary wall when, I mean, you can still play Path to the Peak, but Lugia doesn't necessarily have easy answers to taking this out anymore. So 1/1 Duraludon on top of the Tyranitar and the Stonjourner. Interesting choices. Otherwise, this is largely the same setup, save for the Serena V, which can heal 20 damage off of all your Pokemon. Interesting choice here. I've seen a couple of lists with this. And last but not least, I've seen this appear once or twice. I don't think this is going to be the way people play Lugia going forward, but it does look really cool. It is a Rapid Strike variant of Lugia VSTAR with the Rapid Strike energies and the Spiral energies, and this allows you to play stuff like Urshifu VMAX to get the bench sniping for multiple prizes, Empoleon to attack plus also shut down Pokemon with basic Pokemon with abilities, and the Zeraora, which does, after a Rapid Strike Pokemon is attacked, you switch into Zeraora, which does 100 to the active, and you're doing 200 to Lugia in the mirror match plus 160 to the bench. Very nice stuff. All right, so if you were looking for the downfall of Lugia, I don't think that's going... We're still going to see Lugia. It's definitely not going to be as strong as it was, as we've seen from meta splits in Japan. Lugia is going to be a very strong deck, but it's not going to be the top tier juggernaut that it currently is, which may make it a little more tolerable in the game going forward. But what do you think about Lugia VSTAR post rotation? Let me know in the comments of this video. And for Twitch homies, stick around. For the YouTube fam, we got to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at In3rdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at In3rdPerson, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And you can check out the website, in3rdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. All right, I will see you later. Bye-bye.